when you think about songs perfectly put together, that one is definitely up. That is timeless. I don't give a that song is timeless. It's just the do 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 do. That beat, and then when they hit somebody that you used to like, bro, come on, bro. And then the video went perfect, and then it just disappeared. It was so good. Overplayed. Shut the up. No, it wasn't. It was a banger.
$200K.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm mad loud. All right, so look, this is Degenerocity's The Best Artist to Fall Off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in the dummy itself, I see some, you know what I'm saying? Some of the artists I used to mess with that fall out. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see Degenerocity's opinion. You know what I'm saying? See if we agree or disagree or agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Longevity, a long duration of individual life. Some are long-lived,
Yo.
while others are cut short. Not only can this be applied to living, but also in all art and entertainment. Like, will this piece of work stand the test of time to be remembered as great? Or will it be put in a modern art museum? Only time can tell. And many music artists throughout all the years had faded away alongside time. It's crazy to think about, because some of these artists, or at least their songs, were all over the radio and playlists and constantly being replayed. But by next year, nobody's even having a thought about their music, let alone the artist. Their relevance was like receiving a happy ending from a ladyboy in Thailand. It lasts a good minute, but it finishes pretty quick.
Yeah.
Don't judge my hobbies.
Yo, a lady boy? Okay. All right, buddy. Whatever you say.
Don't get the stinky end of this deal by having short bursts of fame, then run straight into irrelevance for the rest of their, well, lives. And the rest are lucky enough to be one-hit wonders, with their hits being so timeless that we never forget them. Like, who can forget 1,000 Miles by What's Her Name? I swear, every time that song comes on in a crowded place, every bad thing that's going on in the world at that moment comes to a halt.
Oh God, making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm home. And you know what I'm saying? To this day, I don't know her name. But that shit was a banger.
All of us sing along in perfect sync. This song legit brings world peace. She doesn't need another hit. And Silent Hill with Watch Me Wimp, Watch Me Nene. I mean, none of us are playing that song nowadays, but when it was out, it was big. Like, all the kids were dancing to that song, playing it everywhere. You couldn't escape it. And to show how much of a phenomenon this song was, it was played at the biggest award show in the world.
Yeah, but we don't play that shit no more. Nobody's whipping and nay no more. Everybody just shaking their fucking hips. You know?
The Kids' Choice Award. You can't get bigger than that. That's a career peak for anybody. The impact of that song was insane. So you know the fall gotta be equal to that. Cause after the song wasn't hot no more, the man fell off so hard, he murdered his cousin. That's tough.
Yeah, that nigga in jail.
Ma with Ooh. This song will forever be a club hit. Shame she didn't have another. But at least some party or club somewhere will always be playing it. Well,
no, she had, I think she had another one. It didn't come close to Ooh, but I think she had another one. Simba better. Was that your twin? Simba, that's you. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna just. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not allowed in clubs. So Estelle's American Boy.
American Boy.
She's a one-hit wonder, but the song is amazing. Also,
I like to go someday. Take me to New York. I like to see. Yo, shout out to Stout Day. I want to listen to that after the stream for real. Damn, he about to give. Hold on. Oh damn, I don't have nothing to write down this shit, right? Cause I was about to write down a bunch of music, cause he's about to give me some bangers. I just feel it.
With a goated verse from the GOAT, the song is genuinely perfect. Well, she ain't really a one-hit wonder if you count the hits she made on Steven Universe. But forget everything I just said. When we think about the best artists to fall off, we think of the ones that had a big breakout song, an album that made people think this person will be here for the long run. They will become a household name, only for them to be in Love and Hip Hop a few years later. Damn. I'm sadly talking about Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap, artist that comes from Jersey.
Hey, damn, Fetty Wap in jail too. Yeah, Fetty Wap I think he just got sentenced to like 7 years, didn't he? Yo, Fetty was that guy. Remy boy, yeah.
Jersey represent, and probably the most popular rapper to come from here. Like, I was searching New Jersey rappers, and the second result is Fatboy SSE.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
We're kind of
Hill,
like
but
Fetty Wap in 2015 literally blew up the entire hip hop industry with his sleeper hit at the time.
Oh, it was 6? Same difference.
Trap Queen, which came out a year prior before it even reached the Billboard charts. And when I tell you everybody was singing this song, it was playing on every radio station, you couldn't escape it.
Oh God,
in a
you
good
couldn't.
way. You can't tell me everyone and their doctors didn't know the opening 6 words of the refrain of the song. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? And on April 4th, 2015, the song went #1 on the Billboard, beating Pitbull's song.
Damn.
Now, when you beat Mr. Worldwide in the charts, you're destined for greatness. And #1 on Billboard is a crazy feat, don't get me wrong. But this dude still could have been a one-hit wonder. Come on, how many other people went #1 only to be never heard of again? Like, who the hell is the baby? Who? But
nah,
bro
that's
proved
crazy.
everyone wrong. Cause 1 month after Trap Queen went #1, he released 679 Drake Edition. Now, I have my qualms with Drake.
Yo, stop, dude. Stop, dude.
But I like the song. Proving he ain't no one-hit wonder, but at least 2. But soon after that, he released his self-titled studio album. Bro did not waste time. He saw the spotlight was on him, and he took his opportunity in the best way possible.
Fetty was on it. I ain't gonna lie. When did he start falling off though? Like, I don't even remember it. I just stopped hearing shit from this nigga.
Again, My Way, RGF Island. This album was filled with hit songs, or at least songs that would be played all over social media. Like, Fetty Wap was basically the go-to artist to use in your Vine back then. And this dude's music was being played.
And bro, having him on a feature, instant. It was going up, bro. Instant. Now I don't even know, man. I don't even...
all the time on repeat. He was also making the songs he was featured in hit. Like, nobody listened to Save That Money for Little Dicky. Let's be honest. We're all listening for that hook. It seemed like this guy was unstoppable, and you could tell he felt that way too. Cause 1 month after he released his studio album, he released another album. The consistency is crazy. And to top it all off, it was a collab album with none other than French Montana.
Oh.
If you don't know who French Montana is, it's that nigga that Diddy cropped out in that one photo, and for good reason. This man is not a good rapper. Never in your life have you been in a car or a function.
I'll say this. I'll say this. French Montana is not a good rapper, but he knows. He's kind of like a DJ. He can put together really good music. His best song is Ice Cream Truck. That's a lie. His best song is that Unforgettable. His best song is Unforgettable. But Sway Lee sings most of the song. You see what I mean? His Sway Lee sings most of the song. So he's like a DJ Khaled. He can put together hits and it can technically be his song, but you know what I'm saying? So that's what DJ Khaled does. He just gets a bunch of artists together and says DJ Khaled on the hook. And, you know, it is DJ Khaled's song because technically he wrote the song. You know what I'm saying? Technically, French Montana wrote the song, but Sway Lee on the hook made that shit what it was. You see what I'm saying? So it's his song because he wrote it. He's in it. You know what I'm saying? And he requested the features, but, you know. But it technically is his song, and it is. I think it's like that song is past platinum, isn't it? So technically, it's his song, but like, you know what I'm saying?
And someone says, hey, put on that new French Montana. You never heard that. And if you have, you need to find new friends. These are the people that are bad influences that your mom and dad were talking about. Go hang out with murderers and drug dealers instead. At least those guys will have a more positive impact on you than a nigga that willingly listens to French Montana. You have free will in this beautiful life you have, and you spend it on that, you can't trust it. Anyways, their album was called Coke Zoo, and it's 13 songs, and it's a toucan of ass. Now, Fetty did have a better performance than French on here, obviously, but French had way more songs and verses than him, and overall, the album is just very bland. No song sticks or stands out. It's just a nothing burger, bro. It has no replay value whatsoever. And after this project, his music slowed down on coming out, which is fine. He don't have to be like YoungBoy releasing an album every 3 days. In 2016, the next year, he had a good few charting songs he was featured in, and also his own single, Wake Up, peaking at 50 in the Billboard Hot 100. And during this period of time, it felt like the calm before the storm. Freddie was still in people's mouths. He was still performing sold-out shows and still charting. He was still very much popular. But after 2016, he kind of faded away out of the public eye more and more. He has released projects since then, but none of them created any buzz because overall, all of them were pretty meh. But also, there were no hits. See, Fetty Wap was very much a hit rapper, which is not a bad thing. It's just a bad thing when you want a fan base that would actually stay. And since he wasn't making any more hits, more people stopped talking about him. Plus, his new music sounds identical to the rest of his other music. I mean, you can say the same thing for other artists too, but Fetty's music also sounds dated. Like he was a product of his time and didn't try any new sounds or styles with his music to catch up to his own contemporaries. Other than that 2018 6ix9ine song Kiki, he has kind of disappeared from the popular space of music. And since then, in late 2022, he's pleaded guilty in drug charges. And he's looking at 5 to 40 years in prison.
Recently
sentenced to 6 years. But also during his fall off, Trap Queen is Diamond. 10 million units sold. So at least he will also have a legacy to look back on in hip-hop
Diamond is
history.
crazy.
Fetty Wap may have been a victim of falling down the stairs with a mediocre at best discography to look back on. There's another artist that I believe fell off, but on top. Goat-Ye. Goat-Ye was a solo artist from Australia who started his pro music career in 2001 when he released his self-titled EP. And during these years, he sent his EPs to radio stations, building a name.
That's what I'm like, Goat-Ye. The fuck? I know exactly who that is. I'm like, Goat-Ye. Somebody that you used to know didn't have to cut me off. And when I've been the fire, not. Yeah, that's him. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga disappeared, bro.
For himself up to the release of his debut album, Like Drawing Blood, in 2006. And this album is actually pretty good. The songs have a unique flow and groove to them, and I'm terrible at describing music I like. The music sounds good to my ears. And apparently others thought the same because this album was pretty successful in the indie space. It was critically acclaimed. It was voted best album of 2006 in a listener poll by Triple J, a popular Australian radio station. The track Heart's a Mess was ranked number 8 on the station's Hot 100 of 2006. It also went platinum in Australia. Like, bro wasn't a nobody before his real big hit happened. Or at least not a nobody in Aussie land. It even won iTunes Album of the Year in the UK in 2008. Bro was kind of a big deal, and he would become an even bigger one once he released his second solo album in 2011.
That's my shit right there.
Where one of his lead singles, Somebody That I Used to Know, well, blew the fuck up. I love this song so much.
It is so good.
I wish I could pick a different song as my favorite since I've listened to all of his solo music and also to see more
it's
cultured,
such a good fucking song.
But this is my favorite song from him. No matter how many times I listen to it, even after 10 years later, it doesn't get old. And the whole sound of the song is unique too.
If you can, like, bro, it's like, when you think about songs perfectly put together, that one is definitely up. That shit is timeless. I don't give a fuck. That song is timeless. It's just the do 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 do. That shit, that fucking beat. And then when they hit the somebody that you used to like, bro, come on, bro. And then the video went perfect. And then this nigga just disappeared. It was so good. Overplayed? Shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't. That shit was a fucking banger. Hey. I'm not one to gossip, but I heard you wasn't following me on Twitter and Instagram, and you wasn't updated when I wasn't able to post on YouTube, and you thought I was gone. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's that simple. Enjoy the rest of the vid.
2010's pop radio songs were sounding more like electronic EDM dance music, sounding like a YouTube gaming channel intro. You know, a lot of them sound dated too, but not this song. Never this song. And the song did get his flowers, a lot of them too. And after his world tour, all eyes are still on him, especially since he just won the Record of the Year at the Grammy Awards. The people were waiting for more music from him. Except that ain't happened. Bro went radio silent, and not in a people weren't interested in him no more kind of way. No, bro disappeared from everywhere.
Oh,
Social
God.
media even started rumors saying he was dead, where he went out of hibernation just to tweet, "Nah, I'm alive." Then not long after the tweet, he posted a blog post saying he no longer will be releasing solo music and Goat will be no more. Huh? This dude just released one of the biggest songs of the decade and now he's quitting? Why?
Crazy.
That's like shooting yourself in the foot. What the heck? Well, one, in the post, he said he wanted to only focus working on music with his band, The Basics. By the way, he's in the band. I didn't mention that. And in interviews, he talks as if he doesn't really want the insane fame in the first place, which is fine, I guess, if that's what he wanted. Plus, I bet he can have a steady...
Give us another fucking banger then. Like, you can go, you know what I'm saying? You can shoot another, you know what I'm saying? You don't just shoot one basket, make it, and then leave off the court. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the second one before you go. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, a little hook shot on the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure you still got it. A little layup or something. Something, nigga. We don't want the band shit. We want Goat.
He living for the rest of his life on that one song alone. It's just missed potential. Because Goat was genuinely a great artist who could have stayed for the long run, instead of that one song being mostly his remembered legacy. Like, Bronte is a great song and has a greater music video. More people should see this. He still releases music with his band The Basics, but I haven't listened to them yet. Plus, I've heard he's mainly the drummer. But Goat
Mainly
is
the drummer? Nigga was hitting the crazy notes and he's mainly the drummer? Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit, man. Mainly the drummer. You high?
Musician, so I wouldn't be surprised if I do like his band too. And maybe, hopefully, he could release more solo music in the future. Alright, I'm gonna stop glazing this dude and move on to the next man.
The throat
or
is
baby.
strong.
The baby. Rapper, meme, car. He's mad popular. Also, some of y'all might be thinking, I thought this was the best artist to fall off. Why he here? And yeah, he might not be nowhere near the best in anything, but I like Kirk and Baby on Baby.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas was just talking about it on Twitter. His 2017, the baby fell off. Yes, his newest song is starting to do some numbers on TikTok, but he did fall off. However, this nigga's 2017 to 2020 run was crazy. Yeah, Shake Something ain't bad. But that nigga, bro, when I heard his feature on that what the fuck was that album? What was that album? I know it. Shit. What was that album? Oh, goddamn. What was that album? The Dreamville album, I believe. I believe it was the Dreamville album. No, not Roddy. Not Bop. It was a song with J. Cole and the other dude. That feature was amazing. That feature was fucking amazing. And he fucking killed it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was like, oh, he only Under the Sun. Yes. Thank you. His feature on that song was such a fucking banger, bro. That shit was it was so good because niggas was like, oh, he only got one sound. And then boom, he came out with that. And niggas thought, oh yeah, this is it. He got other sounds. He can go. And then he went right back to that other sound. And I'm like, damn, man. Come on, bro. Please. No, that was, man.
You know, I think he is a better discography than Fetty Wap. So now, although this guy's fall from grace is kind of recent, it's very evident that this man is 100% not the big star he used to be. Bro in 2019 and 2020 was on top. He released 3 albums that made it to the top of the charts. Had hit after hit. Bro's song Rockstar with Roddy Ricch was #1 for 7 straight weeks. He was nominated for 6 Grammys, endorsement after endorsement, TV performance after performance, getting away with murder at a Walmart. It seemed like nobody could stop this dude. But then this guy decided to be in a bunch of controversies. Assaulting airport kiosk workers, slapping a female fan for trying to take a picture of him, beefing with JoJo Siwa just cause she's taller than him. Bro was just constantly...
this nigga, he was wildin'. I ain't gonna lie. It was just like every time you turn... Bro, niggas literally made a fan page, or literally made a page to count down the days he wasn't in drama or some mess. There was literally pages. It was like, all right, 10 days since the baby hasn't been in drama. There's literally a page for that was counting down the days.
Getting in trouble. And the final straw was that 2021 Rolling Loud set where he just started saying the dumbest shit.
Ladies, if you like to shove bowling balls and pineapples up your pussy, put your cell phone flashlights in the air right now. And fellas, if you like sucking on balls, leave. I ain't with that gay stuff, man. Leave, man. I ain't no Frank Ocean. Leave that stuff at home.
Yeah, dude said some homophobic stuff, and basically the whole industry turned on him. He lost a majority of his endorsements. Bro was pulled off of concert lineups, and overall, the public wasn't really messing with him no more. He even one time had to cancel his New Orleans show because it only sold 500 tickets in a venue that's supposed to seat 14,000. If
Crazy.
that doesn't indicate a fall off, then I don't know what does.
Crazy.
His recent album, Baby on Baby 2, only sold 17K first week versus his 2019-2020 albums that would sell 150K, getting #1 on the Billboard charts.
150K from 150K first week to 17. God damn. God fucking damn. That gotta hurt. That gotta hurt your chest. That gotta hurt in here. It gotta hurt. Oh my God. I would have cried in the car.
It just seems like bro really messed his own career up for nothing. And some people still might say he hasn't fallen off. Look at his Spotify monthly listeners. Bro's still pulling big numbers. Okay, remove the Dua Lipa song and that cuts off at least half of these listeners off, minimum. Then remove Rockstar and that's probably -5 million right there. Most of this dude's listeners are only listening to his hits that most of the time he's only featured in. It ain't that hard to pinpoint this info. And do I feel bad for his fall off? No! Bro did this entirely himself. Even on his new album, Baby on Baby 2, on his song Socks, he says,
lost 20 million for keeping it real, bitch. I don't give a fuck about no money.
Bro isn't even sorry. He basically said all the apologies he said in the past don't mean nothing. But who knows? Maybe he will make a comeback. He has a new song that debuted number 92 on the Billboard Hot 100. Although the Repo Reaper on TikTok is the only reason his song...
I ain't gonna lie, the Repo Reaper is carrying. Like, the song is going a little crazy, but the Repo Reaper is dead ass carrying. Niggas hear that song and think they fucking car getting towed. That yo, that nigga is carrying.
He's getting any streams. That tells you where his career's at right now. All right,
it is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Reason his song is getting any streams. That tells
the Baby and Stunner for Vegas were like LeBron and Wade in the Heat in like the early 2010s, bro. Like 2012, what was it? 2012, 2013. Them niggas was not missing. These niggas together was like Bonnie and fucking Clyde. And you know what happened to Stunner for Vegas? He had a baby, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, you know? Shout out him and Manalo. But he ain't been really like that on top because the nigga that was supposed to bring him up started fucking up. Like, damn, bro. I ain't hear nothing from Stunner for Vegas in a grip. You wanna know why? This nigga. This nigga.
Tells you where his career's at right now. All right, I gotta move.
Stunner was always ass? You thought so? I think he had a he like his features on some of the Baby songs and vice versa was pretty good to me. I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
On from this dude and talk about a person that genuinely hurts my soul that I had to say this. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper started his career with his breakout mixtape.
Bruh, I'm so glad he's not on drugs no more. But when he was on drugs, listen, to this day, I still bump that album. When he finally was able to put that motherfucking album on Apple Music, I was so happy, bro. I was so happy he was able to put that album. Yo, to this day, that shit is in the runs. Now, I mean, he just recently dropped a song. I don't know if he dropped anything after that, but there was a song that he dropped that's like, it has like a Chicago feel to it. That's not bad, but Acid Rap, bro.
Tape 10 Day, which was okay. But then the year after, Acid Rap came out and it was amazing.
10 Day was good. Acid Rap, fucking phenomenal. I stay bumping Acid Rap.
In my opinion, it's up there with hip-hop's best all-time mixtapes. Bro brought a unique sound to hip-hop with the fun, bouncy, and sometimes melodic tracks here. The whole mixtape brings a supreme vibe to it that a lot of other projects don't bring. Also, his ad-libs going, Every track, breathtaking, revolutionary. Acid Rap is just a great project that introduced his talents to a much wider audience. Bro was destined to be big, especially upon the release of his album,
Coloring Book.
Mixtape. The Coloring Book. In middle school, I adored.
Coloring Book was good. It was great. And it sounded like he was still on his shit, but off drugs. And I'm like, yo, Coloring Book is amazing. But where he fucked up at is only dropping. I don't think he should have gave Apple the exclusive rights to his album for like, what was it, like the first year? And I ain't gonna lie, I was so pissed off I had fucking Spotify around this time. I had Spotify as soon as this nigga dropped Coloring Book, and I could not get the fuck. I'm like, bro, that was so stupid. I get Apple probably gave you a bag for the exclusivity of that shit, but you killed your streams on that album, bro. You killed your streams on that album. You should have just released the bitch. But I ain't even mad at it. That shit low-key made me switch over to Apple Music. But after that, bruh, like, just, bruh.
Adored this album. It was constantly in my rotation, and personally, I loved it more than Acid Rap.
What?
I had every song on here
wildin'.
on repeat, and my favorite song on the album would change like every week. My favorite is All We Got. No, it's Angels. No, it's No Problems. No, it's Juke Jam. This album is like perfect. I mean, I don't think it's top tier hip hop music or anything, but
it's just a good
zero
album.
complaints about the album other than the mixing and All Night, but I can forgive it. This album is great. I love this album so much. He deserved all the praise and awards he got from it. This album was a big part of my middle school days, and Chance was definitely one of my favorite rappers, period, during that time. I was deeply anticipating more Chance music in the future.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he met Kanye West. He was never going to fail, right? So his next project was bound to succeed. And then it happened. 3 years after the Coloring Book, he announced his debut album, The Big Day. Holy guacamole.
Was that a clip from Etica's stream?
Day.
Bro, I know this format. I know this nigga. Yo, his face isn't even in the stream. I know this nigga's format anyway. Anywhere, bro. RIP the nigga, bro. RIP the game. RIP fucking Etika. But I know this nigga's fucking layout of his stream anywhere. I miss this nigga, bro. Miss this nigga, bro. Oh my god. Damn. You know?
Holy guacamole. This was a big day for me. I couldn't wait. I was ready. And on Friday morning, 12 a.m. on release, I put on my headphones. I could feel the sweat going down my gluteus maximus. I am so happy. Then I pressed play. And as I was listening to the music, the songs felt a little off.
W42 months.
From his previous music. It was perhaps a little more experimental. Or something. Maybe not that. Wait. Dog, what the fuck am I listening to? It was garbage. Dreadful. Gobbledygook, and not in like a French Montana Fetty Wap Coke Zoo nothing burger kind of way, because if it was, it would actually be better, because with a nothing burger you just get no nutrition or enjoyment out of it. The Big Day is like receiving a lobotomy. Like, first, this album had like 8 writers and 8 producers for each song. 2, the lyrics are just look at this. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a peanut butter jelly. It'll break your back.
Yeah, that shit was doodle water to me.
By the way, almost all the lyrics on this album are this corny and this trash. And when he's not talking about peanut butter jelly or God, he's talking about loving his wife. Now, I understand you love your wife, dude. I love your wife too. But if you're not gonna talk about your love for her in any kind of interesting way, or do it in any other creative way other than just say, I love her and she's beautiful, she's my queen. Bro, can you talk about something else? Can you talk about doing drugs again, please? Every song has the same rhythm, tone, feel. It doesn't change or do anything interesting, which is even worse since this album is almost an hour and 20 minutes long. Yeah,
I didn't. Honestly, I heard like 3 tracks off that bitch and didn't listen to the rest of it.
an album from an artist I loved I've ever listened to. Cause even with the albums I don't like from artists that I love, there's usually a good few tracks I would come back to, you know, that I like, but not this one. Not a single one on this album has replay value. And when I say these things, I don't mean for anybody to shit on Chance, cause I still think overall he's a great artist. It's just this project upsets me so much cause this has been basically his last album for the past almost 4 years. And the album sucks. The man has released very little music since this album, outside from that Christmas mixtape he released in 2020 with Omarion or whoever. I don't care.
Nah,
I'm not
nigga said
listening to that. That's not
Omarion.
a real project. And I feel like this dude knows the bad reception his album gets. That's why he's been wearing his #3 hat promoting Coloring Book for the past 7 years. I swear this hat is surgically attached to this man. Take that shit off already. Damn! Maybe I'm looking at Chance's last projects through rose-tinted glasses, because I listened to those albums as I was a kid. And even
Bro, it
though
was just like niggas had high hopes, bro. Niggas really had high hopes. Acid Rap, Coloring Book, 10 Days. It was all 3 of them were really good freaking projects. And to go from those really good projects to that fucking heap and hop fucking piece of shit was crazy.
Is a terrible album. I am so happy for the current success of Chance in his career. I love seeing him being part of modern media despite not releasing any music in a number of years. I am so happy for him. He might have fallen off quality wise, but I only want future uphill success for him, no matter if he releases any more music or not. And if he does release more music, hopefully this album was just a hiccup and he starts burping again. And yeah, I feel like I've discussed enough in this video, although I definitely could make a part 2 to this. There's a few others off the top of my head that I could list, like Coldplay and Maroon 5. Like, how you go from this to this? Like, seriously. Also, there's one more that fell off quality-wise that I can rant about for days on end. But that's for another day.
Wait, no,
I feel like I've said my piece.
No, who?
And in conclusion,
Pineapple Pizza is
I kind of
not
like Hot Shower. I'm sorry. It's kind of grown on me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Hey man. Listen, all I'm saying is Chance got some decent stuff now, but it's just not touching Acid Rap, man. Like, hey, please, he gotta come with the bangers, bro. But W video, shout out to Degenerocity, man.